Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Here to bring you, I'm here to bring you? Right, Black Bullet. Now, before I get into what happened in this episode, I must say this now. I think there's a misconception here. Now, I do not know, because I do not read the light novel of, Black Bullet. I read the manga. And the manga isn't even close to near to where the light novel is. Now, in this episode, and this is what I'm thinking, based upon 4 episodes in, there are going to be more things going on. Because in this episode, which was episode 4, called Black Bullet, Satomi, Rintaro, has his final confrontation with Kakatane. And we have the conclusion of that fight. Now, obviously, this is the way I'm thinking. It is going a little fast-paced, which I can tell. I can already tell. And I not even read the light novel. What I want to know, personally, is this. People who've read the light novel of Black Bullet, put it in the comment section below. You need to say this. You need to answer this question. Is the anime going too fast? That's the question I need to have answered, because I can't answer that question, because I've never read the light novel. I read the manga, and then I can't comparing it to the manga, I will say this. It was different, but went down the same way. So it wasn't too bad. Now, like I said, this was really just Satomi's confrontation with Kakatane. And we also had that girl. She decides to stay away, to fight the Gastreas that are coming after them. While he goes and he see what's going on. He bumps into that guy, I remember his name. Satoshi, I believe his name was. Satoshi? Might have been Satoshi. Not 100% sure. He bumps into him. Yeah, he's got a knife in his back. Well, not knife. More importantly, sword. Pretty much everyone's been annihilated by Kakatane. Yo, this guy, yo! I will say the fight itself, pretty good. Because the fight itself actually went the same way that it did in the manga, kind of, to a certain extent. It wasn't exact, but it went similar to the same way. And basically we have the fight, and he reveals, Satomi, Rintaro, reveals to Kakatane that one of his legs, in a strange way, Rintaro's kind of like Edward Elric. Not really think about it. Yeah. Because one of his arms, well, I should be more point on that. His arm and his leg are made out of verinium, which is not the same thing. And his eye, actually, too. Because what happened was, Satomi's arm, one of his arms, I don't know, was the right arm, and his left leg were taken by Gastrea, along with one of his eyes. And they gave him verinium right arm, left leg, and eye. And he reveals this to Kakatane and they have this fight. And it was pretty crazy, man. He was, because he was doing, the true plant pain thing. And freaking Satomi Rentaro, he broke through it and shit. Until one part where he's going to shoot Anju. Rentaro blocks it, and then freaking Kakatane shoot kick you in the stomach, and he was bleeding and shit. And then it seemed like he was gonna die. And that's when I remember this from the manga. He did this. He takes all these needles, Rentaro, and these needles pretty much these needles have gastrea fluid in them, apparently. Gastrea, and he punctures himself and heals him, and he's like throwing up and shit. It was crazy. Blood all over the place. That eventually does the deed. He knocks his daughter away, and he's able to defeat, with his last few punches, breaks through this force field and shit. Oh, it was insane. He's able to defeat Kakatane. But that's when we get some bad news coming in. Even though he's defeated him, there's a level 5 guy straight on the way. Oh, shit. So what ends up happening is they have to go to this Tower Heaven gun and using his arm, because there's no bullets left, he uses his arm to shoot at it. And he ends up destroying the Gastrea, the 5 Gastrea. It's pretty fucking decent. It's just the whole everything. When they go back to the area where that girl was, he has to kill her, Satomi, because of the fact, Rentaro, he has to kill her because she's turning into Gastrea. And she says, I'll be your friend and everything. It was really fucking sad. I was like, yo. He ends up shooting her, and that's the end of that. That was pretty fucking sad. It was pretty fucking sad. So, then we have and this was weird because it felt like an ending, but it really wasn't. So we have the ending credits kind of thing. He confronts what's-her-face grandfather about the whole, the cursed children and all that other stuff. And he's basically telling him, screw you, you shouldn't do that, and so on and so forth. And he leaves. And he thank you, he thanks him for saving his life and shit. He then confronts that princess girl, saying, what are the Gastrea and everything, and so on and so forth. And he's like, I can't tell you that. And basically, as they're leaving, I think Andrew tells Satomi Rentaro that, oh, I'm okay, I'm only 24%. In other words, percentage of being a Gastrea. And they're leaving, and then the prince is basically saying, work yourself way up to the ranks, Satomi, Rentaro and Satomi and Anju, and then you'll find out the reason why you were saved and why you were born in this world. And the last thing you see, though, is you see the screen for Anju, and apparently the percentage of her body that is Gastrea, it's not 24%. It's almost half. So, bad times are coming. But overall, this was a good episode, 4 out of 5. Next week, we're going to get a new storyline kind of thing, new story going into. So it's going to be different. But this was a good episode, give or take. But I want that question answered. Light novel readers, tell me in the comments section below, is the anime going too quickly with this? Do they need to slow down a bit? Because even though I thought this was a good way, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I still think they could have, prolonged the fight with Kakatane. Because I would have liked to see it prolonged a little bit. But, hey. Winners can't be choosers, or how I was saying you want to say that. Still good episode. Liked how they did it. We're going to get into something new next week. Should be interesting. And as far as where Black Bullet remains for me, it's not as great as the others. Like, I would probably put it around mid-tier. Just saying. Mid-tier. I would put it probably mid-tier of the things. I would say might be above Dragon R, but barely. See, because, even though this episode was great and everything, I just felt like I think they need to slow it down a bit. They could slow it down. Just slow it down just a little bit. So yeah, that's the story. I'm Bonkai 922. See you guys later. Not really that much left to do. It's chapters, and most of these chapters came out. 2 came out yesterday, or Tuesday. So, I might do these later today. We'll see. I might do one. I'll do one. I'll do Taizai. Maybe just Taizai, and then that'll be it. So yeah. I'm Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Yo, that fight with Satomi and Kakatane, that was the shit. Yo, God. I love Kakatane. He was his force field. That was awesome. I loved how they did that. Get it for that. Get it for that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.